Okay, I am live. Let me just move things around here a little bit. Oh, it does not like that. I want to, okay. It does not like me moving things around, but I don't care. All right, here we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Excelente. All right, everybody, welcome to another Trippy Food live stream, grab bag live stream. I think that's good. That's good. You guys can see everything. Let's see. Can we move that closer? Yeah. That's good. Everything's good. We're good. All right, we are good. So we got a lot of people in here early. We got Jake James. I think it says, yeah, Jake James. Jake James, he is not missing this one, so he is here early. We have Tom, old guy in Colorado, very early. Hope you had a good time driving through the mountains last week, Tom. We missed you, but that's okay. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Have fun. Miguel Rangel, we have Miguel Rangel. What's up, Trippy Food? Well, we're doing a live stream. That's what's up. We have Alan. Alan, we are doing a, yeah, what's up? Same thing, live stream. Miguel, let's talk about that in a second. Let's see. Everybody else is saying hi to each other. Jared Tierno is here. Who else? Okay, that's what we got so far. That's what we got so far. Who's left a comment in the chat? But we have more than that because the little number says we have 8. So once again, I was going to ask you guys if anybody caught the reference in the thumbnail this time. And it looks like, Miguel Rangel, you are correct. So the reference in the thumbnail was from Pulp Fiction. So it was Pumpkin. I don't know if he had another name, but in the movie, they called him Pumpkin. It was Pumpkin in the diner where he's looking in the open briefcase and seeing all the light, except in this case, it's me, not Pumpkin. You can call me Pumpkin if you want. And I am looking in a grab bag or shopping bag. For some reason, ChatGTP colored it black. I guess so it looks like the briefcase or something. So, but yes, the thumbnail was definitely a nod to Pulp Fiction. Now, I think Julie's going to join us today. I talked to her yesterday. I think she said she's going to join us today. Freak Guru is here. How is my Sunday? My Sunday is wonderful. So it's about 3 p.m. here. It's 3 p.m. Central Time. And the sun is out. It will go down in 3 hours, specifically at 6. Sun rises at 6, sun sets at 6 every single day. High temperature of 70 every day, low temperature in the 50s, but you know, it kind of averages. So do not call me Pumpkin, Tom. That's okay. And if you want to, that's fine. You know, I answer to many names. So we are, Stoner Kitchen's here. Well, welcome, Eli. Glad you could make it. Ice Hand, glad you could make it. I think I'm catching everybody. Let me know if I don't. Again, it was funny because on Threads, there is a chef that I follow, Matt, what is his last name? Can't remember his last name, but there is a chef that I follow on Threads. And he was saying, how do you guys do it? How do you answer all the comments that people leave for you? How do you respond to all the comments? And I said, easy. I don't have as many followers. He's got like, I don't know, like 20,000 followers or something like that. It's like, easy. I don't have as many followers as you. So I wish I had your problems, but I don't. So that's how I can respond to. If you guys leave comments, so I do posts on Threads. I do posts on Facebook. I do posts on Instagram, Blue Sky. And so if you guys go out to any of those social media sites and you see one of our one of our posts and you comment on it, I will respond to your comment. And here I will respond to your comment. And in the YouTube channel, if you leave a comment, I will respond to it. We are not that big. We are 61 something or other. It fluctuates. It's been going down. Like over the past month, it's been going down. I'm not by a huge amount, but maybe 10 at the most. And it's kind of popping back up like one at a time. So we've hit a plateau for a while, and hopefully it'll go up shortly. Janice Yamanaka is here. Now it's a party. The number here is up to 10. So 2 people snuck in and I didn't recognize one of them. I got Janice. I got Eli. I got Ice Hand. I got Jared. I think, let me know if I didn't. Alan, I got you. Jared Tierno, Miguel Rangel, and Jake. So I think I got all of you. If I did not, you please let me know. All right. Val has a tin can with a long string to it. That's right. I could have used that earlier because we did lose power for like 2 seconds. Lost power for 2 seconds earlier, and I was saying, well, thank God it wasn't in the middle of a live stream. I salute you with some Reaper, cheese puffs, and some Malort. Together, that would be very, very interesting. I do have a lot of things to film, and some of them are suggestions from you guys. So I do have those to film and catch up on, and I'm trying to catch up on my editing, but most of the things that I have to edit right now are very long videos. So like I'm just finishing up Bristol, UK. A Bristol, UK video. It's about 25 minutes long. I'm trying to see if I can shave it, cut a little bit down from it, but I've already cut a lot of stuff out of it too already. And you would think, honestly, like if I was doing London, England, it would probably have to be like 3 episodes or something like that. And you would think like a place like Bristol that a lot of people haven't even heard about wouldn't be that long, but yeah, it's about it's cut down. It's about 25 minutes. So we'll see. Did you say hi to Freak Guru? I think so, but if not, hello, Freak Guru. Glad to see you. Glad you could make it in. Where is Trippy Food North America? She should be here shortly. Like I said, she did say that she didn't have anything planned for today, so she was going to try to join us. So we should see Julie here shortly, I would think. Yes, I did. Well, I did twice then. So Freak Guru, so popular, I have to say hello to him twice. And there we go. So we are, again, joined by a cast of thousands. Well, the number went down. That's okay. We're, again, joined by a cast of thousands. We also have Henrietta, the artificial chicken here. And we know her name's Henrietta because now it says Henrietta on it. Henrietta is the artificial chicken. And whenever something is artificially flavored, Henrietta stops by. We have Tiny Val. We have 2 Tiny Vals. Tiny Val is joining us today in 2 forms. And we have the golden thumb, which is not the fickle finger of fate. It is the golden thumb. Who here, besides me, is old enough to remember the fickle finger of fate? Does anybody out there? Tom, you probably remember and you probably know exactly what the fickle finger of fate is. Joshua Maxwell is here. Welcome, Joshua. Glad you could make it. And thank you for the shout out on your video. I have are they here? They are here. Hang on. Let me just go over here and grab these. So this bag, this 99 Ranch bag, contains videos that I have to do later, maybe later today. So I am going to be doing these. Now, it says Margarita, but you guys recognize the logo as Lay's. And these are Agao Colombiano. So Agao is a salsa. It's mostly used to, they cook things in, but it's also used as a topping and everything. But these chips are part of the World Cup chips that they came out with. So they came out with 40 flavors, and I think there were 3 available in the United States. And I've seen a lot, some of you actually cover those. And again, Joshua covered one of the flavors available in the US. I think it was like Argentine steak with chimichurri. I think that's what it was. And anyways, gave him a shout out for it. So I'm going to review these, which are available in Colombia, one of the 40 World Cup flavors, and this is agao. And again, you guys have seen me make agao. I think when we did the pescuezo sandwich, I think we made some agao, and I will be making it again soon. But for this video, we're going to give him a shout out for that because he gave us a shout out when he did one of the US ones. Julie's here. Where? Oh, there's Julie. Hi, hon. Glad you could make it. So people were asking about you, saying, where's Trippy Food North America? And so we can't call it Trippy Food West and East anymore. Now we have to call it Trippy Food South America and Trippy Food North America. At least while I'm in South America. So we'll see. Okay. Yes, Janice Janice, like, how are you old enough to remember Laughing? Tom got it. Rowan and Martin, yeah, I was laughing. They had the fickle finger of fate. So there was some bizarre news story or something, and they would bestow upon him the fickle finger of fate. And the fickle finger of fate looked a little bit like the golden thumb, but it was like sideways, and it was the finger like that. That was the fickle finger of fate. For those of you who don't know, and I think maybe you could probably watch Laugh-In on YouTube. I'll bet you Laugh-In is on YouTube. So if you guys have never watched Laugh-In, but those of you who do have watched Laugh-In would probably recognize my it's Uncle Val, your trippy pal, because that's a variation of something that one of the regular characters on Laugh-In would use. Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember which character said something similar to "It's Uncle Val, your trippy pal"? He said something different, a little bit differently, but kind of the same rhyme. Anyone remember? The meteor slowed me down. Yeah. Did anybody else hear about that? So Julie called me yesterday, and she says, "Dad, did you see my message?" And I'm like, "No, what?" And she goes, "Apparently a meteor exploded over Massachusetts yesterday, or today," she was saying, or early this morning. So apparently, and there was all kinds of speculation. Well, what is it? What is it? And they're saying, Jules, how big were they saying it? 3 meters or something like that? Like about 9 feet, I think. It was 9 feet across, and it exploded in the air above Massachusetts. From the pictures that I've seen, it was somewhere like, if you know Massachusetts, maybe I should do it this way. Yeah. If you know that Massachusetts kind of looks like an arm, right? So Boston is over here somewhere, and this is Provincetown. So you have that arm, Cape Cod as an arm. And from the maps and the pictures I've seen, it looks like the explosion took place somewhere in here. I don't know. Julie was speculating, like maybe that's what made that big hole in Cape Cod. But yeah, I didn't hear anything about it, and now like it's on the AP and everywhere else, so you can hear it now. Tom, you asked me a question. Okay, let's go back and see. Let's see, Tom. I want to see a video of authentic bandeja paisa. I've never done that. I've never done an authentic bandeja paisa video. We will definitely do that. You know, we might do that. Might do that when Julie comes down, so that, you know, she can experience a bandeja paisa. We could probably split it and still be full. But Tom asked me a question. Where is that? Oh, I have top chat on. I'm sorry. I just switched it to live chat. Let's see if it populates. Sorry, Tom. That's why I missed it. I missed your question because I had top chat on and not live chat. So I could have missed a bunch of stuff. I apologize if that happened. Tom, can you repeat your question? I had live chat, top chat on, and I missed your question. So can you please repost it? Repost your question. Yes, Stoner, I am going to, I'm going to add that to the list of things to do. I could have sworn that we did bandeja paisa. Oh, I know. When we did our episode at Monserrate, I think we got bandeja paisa, and I might have talked about it. But, you know, that's okay. We'll do it again because you guys didn't see it. So we will definitely do that again. All right, let me get caught up here. Let's see. I'm 63. Oh, wow. I had no idea, Janice. Ed says that there is a movie with Tab Hunter called Fickle Finger of Fate. Oh, I didn't realize that either. It wasn't a meteor. It was just someone having a Taco Bell reaction. Yeah, I guess so. Shook houses houses and buildings from Rhode Island to New Hampshire, and you didn't feel it. That's right. And you had 2 13-year-old girls, so you're pretty numb to loud rattling things and everything. Did you post the video you made when we went to the Getty last time I visited California? No, Tom, that's one of the ones that I have to edit. So I have that. I also have one of Farmer's Market, and I didn't put, you weren't in there very much. You're in there a little bit, but you weren't in there very much. But I did additional footage there with Janice, and so I still have to do the farmers market video with Janice. That I still have to edit that. Like I said, I have a bunch of stuff to edit, and that is one of them. So thank you for reminding me, Tom. I will do the Getty one soon. Shouldn't be that difficult. There's a lot of little videos since we're seeing little things. A lot of little videos in there, but I will get to that. Portmanteau has entered the room. Welcome, Portmanteau. Portmanatee. I'm sorry, Portmanatee. So, does anyone know what a portmanatee is? It's a mammal. It's a mammal, not a fish. Yeah, portmanatee. So I guess like there's some that live near the port, but they're manatees, an animal. Sea cow. Yeah, similar to a sea cow. Another one is a dugong. There's an animal called a dugong that's very similar to a manatee and sea cow. So not quite a seal, not quite a sea lion, not quite a walrus, but same type of animal. They call it a sea cow. Yeah, that is correct. All right, let's see. We're at 3:16. We might as well get started. You guys ready to get started? Oh, we got 14 people in the room. That's cool. Again, I did have this set to top chat and not live chat. So if I miss something, please, put it back in there, and I promise I will get to it. All right, let's get started, shall we? Yes, let's shall. All right, so we are doing, apparently there is an actual portmanatee. Oh, a place called Portmanatee. Okay, I thought it was like the animal swimming around in a port or something. So it's probably where there are a lot of manatees in there in Florida. I've actually, when I went to Venice, Florida, through the canals, there's a lot of manatees that swim around in there. So I don't know if I took pictures of them or anything, but they're not shy animals, which is bad because a lot of them get killed by boat motors and stuff like that because they're not shy animals and everything. But they're really shy, quiet, peaceful animals, huge, gigantic animals. So you just kind of see them swimming through the channels and stuff like that. Beautiful animals. Mine is a portmanteau loving manatee. Oh, okay. So you love manatee. Okay, a portmanteau with the name port. Portmanatee, portmanteau. I get it. That's cool. All right, so we are doing another Brooder beverage, another Brooder beer. Brooder, for some reason, they just make really, really good beer. I don't think I've had a Brooder beer. Now, I've had some Brooder beers that maybe were a little bit light in some of the flavors, but never had a bad Brooder beer. They're all very, very good. So this one is coffee flavored, or café, as you would say in Espanol. Brooder Cerveza Artesanal was founded in 2009 by brothers Hector and Julian Martinez in Tuna, Colombia. If that sounds familiar, it's probably because we say that every time we do one of their beverages. Let me ask you this, because I like to do a little bit of research on these companies that make the products that we do, or that we sample. Do you guys find that interesting? Do you guys find it interesting when I mention like when the company was founded, who it was founded by, where, stuff like that? Do you guys find that interesting? I will continue to do that if you do. If you don't, it'll save me some work, but I don't mind doing that work. So again, this is Brooder. Let's see, what is the ABV? ABV is 5%, which is typical. This is a Schwarz beer, so it's a dark beer, and 5%. Even though like Budweiser is 5%, like it's just a standard ABV, it is still enough to get the Board of Health warning here. So again, Brooder is a company from Tuna, Colombia, which I like to joke around about. Like when I've been to Tuna a few times, and they say, "Well, I'm going to Tuna to get some tuna salad sandwiches." So let's talk about the word tuna, not tuna, tuna. So there is a Spanish word, tuna. What is the English translation of the Spanish word tuna? And I'll give you a clue. It's not tuna. So what is the English translation of the Spanish word tuna? As a history buff, I like all kinds of random stuff from the past. Okay, cool. This Malort will put Herod. Are you drinking Malort, Eli, right now? I actually like Malort. So I redid the video for Malort. Let's see. I think I have my content up here. See if I can find the Malort video that we redid. Well, crap. Oh, search across my channel. I think I will. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So I am going to put this in the chat. If I can find the chat, there you go. Okay. So what Eli is referring to is a beverage that was made by Carl Jepsen in Chicago, Illinois. And it's made with wormwood, which is the same thing that absinthe is made with. And it's made with some other stuff as well. And most people say, you know, you're not a true Chicagoan until you've had Jepsen's Malort. And so I think it was one of our first episodes, might have been the first or second episode we ever did, where I basically just drank it and made my M face, or Malort face as they call it, and that was it, right? Didn't talk about how it tasted, didn't talk about, you know, anything about it. So I decided I wanted to redo it. So I just put the link there for the Malort redo. What do we call that? Be Kind Rewind episode. And in that video, I make a cocktail from Malort. I invented a cocktail made with Malort. So yeah, check that out when you get a chance. So Eli, are you drinking Malort right now? No, I don't know. You will let me know. All right, so let's get this opened up. And again, the Brooder beers have that little ring pull tab, which makes it not very because I collect the bottle caps and it makes it not very interesting to collect these. So we won't. All right, here we go. Oh, that is dark. Now I will tell you. You guys can see. Let me get a coaster for that. All right. As you guys can see, that's a very dark beer. It's a Schwarzbier, which is dark beer. It actually literally translates to dark beer or black beer. And it's very, very dark. This is made with coffee, so it should be coffee flavored. Now, I will tell you, you guys can see right there that the soft drink that we're doing is red. I don't know why it's red, because, you know, but it's apple flavored. And so I don't think that mixing these two together is going to be good, but we'll see. Thank you, Jules. Yeah, not a big head on this one. Nice. It smells like a stout. There's a little bit of hoppiness to it. It tastes like coffee grounds. And you guys are probably saying, well, like, Val, how would you know it tastes like coffee grounds? Because, I've tasted coffee grounds before. Because why not? So it tastes like having that coffee. What do you call that? The coffee bean, like having a ground coffee bean in your mouth. You get that coffee, as opposed to like drinking coffee. It definitely has that like coffee bean flavor. It's strong and sturdy. It's pretty much like a stout. Now, it could very well be that a Schwarzbier is a stout, but I like it. If you do not like strong beers, like strong flavors, you might not like that. But for me, it has the nice flavor of coffee, almost like you get that kind of residual on your tongue of that coffee flavor. It has a strong coffee flavor. Has almost like a stout, a stout flavor as well that I really, really enjoy. That's really nice. Nice, refreshing Malort, said nobody ever. Yeah, absolutely. I like, oh, what I could go for right now on this hot summer day is a nice tall iced glass of Malort. That's a big no. But I enjoy IPAs, so I embrace the bitter. I'm not a big fan of IPAs. It's probably my least favorite type of beer, although I will drink them on a while. Have I even done IPAs like on this on the live stream? Have I even done an IPA? I don't remember doing an IPA. I probably should. And the other thing is, when we do our adult beverage, it's not just beer. It just happens to be beer just because I like beers. And then when I'm out and about, I go like, ooh, that looks interesting. I have never tried that one before. And so I get that. But there's no reason why we couldn't do wine or Malort or, whiskey or something like that. There's no reason why we can't. It's just that, like I said, there's I didn't have that much. There's a proliferation of beers out there, and I just like always see a new one, and I'm like, I got to try that. And so that's why we do mostly beers. But like I said, we don't have to. We can do other things. As a matter of fact, if you guys have suggestions, throw it out there for other types of alcohol that we can do. Now, we do have other types of alcohol that we have on our episodes. Like we have an episode where we did bum wines or the fortified wines. We did that a long time ago. So we did that. I think one of our St. Patrick's Day episodes, I made a drink called Leprechaun Whiz that had Irish whiskey and muddled clover in it, and Lucky Charms. So there you go. Would I like Malort? I don't know, because I don't know how you react to bitter. So it's very, very bitter because wormwood is bitter. A lot of people say it has kind of a grapefruit taste, which is kind of what I went with on the cocktail. If you like bitter stuff, Jules, you would like it. Fortunately, now they sell it in nips. The little bottles, and so you can get those, so you can just try it without fear of knocking yourself out with the flavor. Can you get Schlenkerla in Colombia? I have not seen it, but also they don't really have like liquor stores like Total Wine and more, or Bevmo. They do have a thing called BevGo. Same logo as Bevmo, but I don't think it's related at all. But it's like really small. Like when I go to Bogota, they have a place called BevGo, and it seems like they mostly have wines and stuff. I've not really, I've not really seen a place like that, but or a place that has Schlenkerla. Like they mostly have a lot of local beers, and like I said, again, if I do see Schlenkerla, I'm going to pick it up because it's one of my favorite beers. Got a bottle of apple corn. It's a bit like German Southern Comfort, only it's apple flavor. I never even heard of that. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I like Malort, but then again, I drink IPAs with 100 IBU. Oh my God. The first time I tried Malort, it was just like an assault to my senses. The second time, it wasn't so bad. And like I said, I made a cocktail with it. It was pretty good. Oh, thank you so much, Janice. So Janice posted my Leprechaun Whiz episode, so you can see that one. We're doing Irish whiskey, so it's a little bit different. So just something a little bit different. All right, so I did ask a question, and the question was, what is the English translation of the Spanish word tuna? Let's see. Did anybody answer that? Janice answered that. I think Janice was the only one who answered that. And she said prickly pear. Yes, it is in fact the cactus pear or prickly pear or cactus pear, which is the fruit of the cactus. We did an episode where we ate a cactus pear, and they're actually really, really good. I would like to make a margarita from the juice from cactus pear. I think that would work really well. So which may lead you to ask. So Tunja is a city. Tuna is a cactus pear. So you guys might be asking yourself, well, what is the Spanish word for tuna? It is atún, A-T-U-N. So they use the same letters, they just mix it up a little bit, but atún is the Spanish word for tuna. Tuna agua fresca. I'm sorry. I'm reading tuna agua fresca, and I'm reading the English tuna, and I'm thinking like, tuna, fish? Agua fresca? No, tuna, the cactus pear, agua fresca. I bet it would be really good. The best agua fresca I ever had was, if you go to this place, the Alameda Swap Meet in Vernon, California. And they have this place set up, and it's sort of like a little food court, and they have like about 10 agua frescas, in the big plastic jugs, the gigantic like 30-gallon jugs. And for, I think it's like $2.50, you get a cup. And you can bring this cup back. So eventually, like if you're brave enough and your stomach will hold enough, you can try all 10 of those or whatever the flavors are. I think we did an episode at the Alameda Swap Meet. And that episode, I think we're drinking a few of the agua frescas, but obviously can't touch all of them. So if you ever get a chance to go to a place that has authentic agua frescas, and you can tell because it's like, you look and you're like, I don't know where that stuff's been. I don't know who mixed that stuff, and it's in this plastic jug and everything. Get it, because those are really, really good. Yeah. So I'm willing to. I've never had tuna agua fresca or cactus pear agua fresca, but I bet you it'd be really, really good. You should drink a 211 on a live stream. I don't know about a live stream, but I know that I want to do like the equivalent to the fortified wines, which are I don't know what you would call them, like malt liquors. Malt liquors. They're sort of like beers, but they have higher alcohol content. And so so I do want to try that. But let me write that down because, 211. I don't know if I would do it on a live stream because I would probably get like you'd see the return of Tipsy Val. And on the live stream, like, I don't know, like when to shut that thing off or when to shut this thing off. Let me write that down, though. And let me see if I can find a 211 here. If I don't write this down, I'll forget. I have to be careful with those agua frescas. They use so much sugar. Yeah, and the thing is like I said, when you go to the place like the Alameda Swap Meet, it's like $2.50 for the cup, and then you just keep on going back, and eventually, your stomach, it hurts because you've got so much liquid in it. 211 Steel Reserve. Okay. I'm trying to think. Jules, we did a Steel Reserve, didn't we? What was it? The Blackberry Steel Reserve, right? Somebody suggested the Blackberry Steel Reserve. We did an episode doing the Blackberry Steel Reserve. Jules, you did that with me, didn't you? I'm sorry, I'm just typing and I can't type and talk at the same time. Don't remind you. Well, I mean, we tasted it, right? It was like not great. We've seen Chilada Val in North America. Now we need to see 211 South America. Yeah, but if you see South American, 211 is a 211 Steel Reserve is not a South American drink. So you'd have to see like the South American Tipsy Val on a South American drink. So my guess would be aguardiente. We have not done an aguardiente video, have we? We need to. Technically, we did it twice. The first one, I had to spit take it. We forgot to film it. Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, good times. All right, so that is the Buder Cerveza Artesanal Café Schwarzbier. Very good. I enjoy it. All right, so we're going to start with the sweet stuff and work our way down. Today's grab bag is from Day Uno, Tiendas de Uno. So the D is for discount, the 1 is for number 1, and the tiendas is stores. So it's number 1 discount stores. Tiendas de Uno. But we just say De Uno down here. Hey, you going to De Uno? They would not say D1. I see, what are we doing here? Oh, okay. Now you guys probably remember, or maybe you don't. We did one of these before. This is Tradición. How does it say? 1915. And then 1915. I think that's how you say that. 1915. Tradición. Well, I'm going to say Tradición 1915. And this is an alfajor. And this one is chocolate alfajor relleno con dulce de leche. So stuffed with dulce de leche. Dulce de leche, as you remember, is caramel that milk is added to. One of my favorites, but we're going to eat it anyways. So Tradición 1915 is manufactured by Mui, M-U-I-I, unless it's like M-U-I-I, MUII, and they all stand for something. But as far as I can tell, it's muy for Tiendas de Uno. Hey, Tiendas de Uno. Manufactured by Muy for Tiendas de Uno. Muy Trufas de Brownie was founded in 2012 by Nicolás Roa and Alejandra Paredes in Bogota, Colombia. So again, this is an alfajor. So my question is, from what country did alfajores, which is more than one alfajor, from which country did alfajores originate? That's my question. All right, we're gonna try this. It's chocolate. It has the alfajor kind of cookie, and it is stuffed with dulce de leche. So not looking forward to it, but you know, I'll be okay. Get ready for the dude at the Canelo text. I know, where are they? If I call Canelo, he'll come running. Doodle is like not so much anymore. Canelo. And I have snacks for them if they need them. I know we can get Canelo in here. I don't know about Doodle. I don't know if I like the way that chocolate smells. That bag is so tiny. Well, it looks tiny, but it's really not. Hey, look at that. Next to my hand. It's not tiny. I mean, it's tiny by American standards, I think. All right, I am going to, I'm going to try to cut this in half. Yeah, Val, why don't you do it on the cutting board? Dad, I'm eating Dutch school chalk. It's way too good. Dutch school chalk? I never heard of that. But, you know, it's licorice, so. And you don't have to say black licorice because red licorice doesn't exist. There's no such thing as red licorice. Unless it has licorice in it, it's not licorice, right? Red vines is fine. Or I don't know what else. What would you call red licorice? Because it's not red licorice. There's no licorice in it. What would you call it? I think red vines is okay, but you know, or Twizzler, you know, if it's Twizzlers, just Twizzlers. Alfajor. I guess it's like you could like work it into a dressing. They look like little pieces of white chalk. Oh yeah, so I mean that's what like there was a store that we visited in what was that little town on the island in Washington State. Poulsbo. In Poulsbo, we went to the licorice shrine and we got licorice sticks, which are actually like, I don't know if it's the root or the stem of the licorice plant, which is where they derive licorice from. And you just kind of chew on it. It's like chewing on a stick, but you get that licorice flavor from it because, you know, licorice is a plant. All right. It looks like, thankfully, there's not a whole lot of dulce de leche to eat there. Let's just cut off a piece of that. Break me off a piece of that dulce de leche. Now, if I use the cutting board for something else, it's all covered with alfajor. It's not bad. Now, when I say that I don't like caramel, it's not that I don't like it. It's not that I don't like the flavor of it or it doesn't taste good. It's just that I don't like really overly sweet stuff. And it's just like, it's sugar. Like caramel is just melted sugar. And the dulce de leche adds milk to that. You get a little bit more flavor and everything, but it's still at the end of the day, it's like so much sugar that I just don't really like the sweetness of that. So it's not like I don't like the flavor. I just don't like the sweetness of that. Now this has those kind of cookies in between. I mean, it's sandwiched between the cookies, and then it's covered with a nice chocolate. So the flavor is really, really nice on that. And even with the, you know, not my favorite dulce de leche inside, it's still really good, and it's still going to get a thumbs up. I think the last one we did had like white chocolate on it. So this, I don't remember exactly what flavor it was. And they have different, you know, different flavors of alfajores. So they're crunchy, like upscaled good and plenty. I have to check it out. I've never heard of that. Jules, when you come down, bring some of that with you. Went too far, one too many. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful with licorice, especially like if it's real licorice and not licorice, because sometimes they'll flavor it with anise. This is like cheaping it out. And anise is a lot more common and cheaper. So it's cheaper to flavor things with anise, but it's not like true licorice. It's like Good and Plenty. It's like everybody says, like, well, that's probably flavored with anise. No, Good and Plenty is actually made with real licorice, which I found kind of surprising. But so Jules, I will tell the story because it will take you an hour to type it. Julie and I were, when she was, I think we were about 8 years old or so. We went to the Museum of Science in Boston, and they have this. And I probably told the story, but if you haven't heard it before, it's new to you. So they had this exhibit in the Museum of Science where you lift up this little box and you smell it and you try to guess what the smell is. Like one of them was like deer ass. I'm not kidding. It's like musk deer ass. And then another one, we lifted up and smelled it and goes like, oh my God, that's black licorice. And then like immediately after we left the museum, we had to go somewhere and find black licorice because it was one of those things like we could smell it and we're like, we have to get it. We have to go and get it. It was like one of those things. Crunchy licorice, nightmare fuel for me. Why is that, Eli? Crunchy licorice? I mean, I like licorice. It's chewy, like chewy licorice. Like the European licorice, will kind of get stuck in your teeth. It's like really chewy. We had the Joneses. Yeah, we did that. It was like one of those things that the smell hit us, and we're like, no, we got to get some licorice. I think we got a package of all sorts. Those are great. And again, there is some sweetness to all sorts because they're usually like candy coated, but still, like I could go through an entire package of all sorts. I shouldn't, but I can. No, but they say, I think, I don't know what the amount is, but there's a certain amount that if you have in a too short period of time, it can actually affect your heart. You have to really be careful about how much. But there was a guy who was hospitalized and everything, but I think he had like 2 pounds of it, like within a day or like some crazy thing like that. You have to really be careful with licorice though. Don't like licorice at all. Yeah, licorice is one of those like it or don't like it things. What else would be in that category? Now, I was going to say cilantro, but it's not a I don't like thing. It's some people are genetically predisposed for cilantro tasting like soap, and so they just cannot eat cilantro at all, and it's a genetic thing. Licorice is not a genetic thing. It's either I like it or I don't like it. So let me ask you guys, what are some things like that you think are like I either like it or I don't like? Marmite. Marmite's another one of those things. Either like it or you don't like it. Uni, sea urchin, that's another one of those things. What I would say sashimi in general, like raw fish. Some people just don't like it. Too fishy for them. But uni is one of those things that like you either love it or you hate it, and not many people just like it. So I would say like I will flip a table with cilantro on it. I'll have to, Jules, we have some growing in the front yard, so I'll have to like keep you away from that. Where did that come from? You and Mom love cilantro. I don't love cilantro. Claudia loves cilantro. So we go to a restaurant, Claudia will say, I'll have the cilantro salad. Can I get some extra cilantro on the side? And does that have cilantro dressing? No, I'm like, if it's in something, it's fine. It adds a certain flavor to it, and I'm okay with it. But it's not like I have to have on it. Like sometimes Claudia will say, do you want some cilantro to put on that? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then other times the dish will come with cilantro on top of it, and I'm like, I'll eat it. It's fine. So I'm kind of in the middle on that one. It's not, I don't dislike it at all. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it and have to have it as, every possible time and everything. It's just like, it's good. I like it. And if it's there, it's cilantro licorice. That would be interesting. I wonder if there's a way to do that. How would you do that? Like melt down licorice candy and somehow add cilantro to that? That would be torture for Jules because she loves licorice, but she hates cilantro. That would be torture. But I don't know. I don't know if that would be easy enough to make. Like, could you? I guess you could melt down licorice candy and somehow maybe like add cilantro juice to that. I don't know. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to see if that's doable, if there's a way to do that. See, that's the thing. You guys mentioned something like that, and then I get fascinated with that, and then I have to try it. All right, cilantro licorice. And no, Julie, you don't have to try it. I will not make you eat cilantro licorice. You don't have to do it, Jules. That's okay. Ruins my pho. And yeah, that's the thing. Is like you'll have pho and you go like, there's cilantro in here. Like you could taste it like through a Super Bowl sized bowl of pho. Oysters raw. No, you don't like raw oysters, Tom. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I guess you either like it or you don't. Now, some people, they're not crazy about it and they kind of dislike it. But if they eat raw oysters, they'll put cocktail sauce, horseradish, hot sauce, a bunch of other stuff on it, and they just kind of like swallow it without even chewing it or anything. And me, I'm on the team that likes raw oysters, and like I'll drink the, I don't know, you call it broth, the salty water that's in the shell after they shuck the oyster, and I just kind of like eat it and chew it. Julie's got a story about eating raw oysters for the first time, but I think Julie, you like raw oysters, don't you, Jules? Don't like peppermint. I like spearmint or wintergreen, but not the devil peppermint. That's fascinating. There's different kinds of mint down here, and sometimes you just pull off a leaf and chew on it. And there was one we bought some mint, like the mint plant. I pulled the leaf off and ate it. I'm like, that's like it almost had like an oregano taste to it. It did not taste like any kind of mint that I was familiar with. It almost tasted like oregano. I was not crazy about that. I wonder if it was oregano. I wonder, because they're in the same family. I wonder if you buy mint down here, if it's oregano, and some people consider it part of the same family as mint is in. Steve Russell is here. And how are you doing? And how do you do? I hope you're well, hearty, and good spirits. I trust the winds have been at your back and the roads kind to your feet. Yeah, we don't get a lot of wind here. What news do you bring from your corner of the world? And have you been keeping out of trouble, my food eating, sweet, beautiful, south of border venturing YouTuber? Well, Steve, yeah, I'm not keeping out of trouble. Well, it depends on what you consider trouble. Like eating strange things, I'm definitely not keeping out of. I'm keeping out of like actual real trouble, but loving it down here. Actually, absolutely loving it down here. So, coat licorice in cilantro powder. Do they have cilantro powder? Well, hang on a second, because cilantro. What are the seeds from the plant cilantro are coriander. I think it's coriander. So. But I don't know if coriander tastes like cilantro. I'll have to test that, because if you can use like the ground seeds, coriander seeds. If that tastes like cilantro, that might work. Let me just do a thing. I'll have to try coriander and see does it taste like. Because you want that same flavor, you want that cilantro flavor, and if the seeds, the coriander, does not taste like cilantro, then it's not going to work. Throwing you in the home. Okay. Tom is going to dinner, so everybody say goodbye to Tom. Goodbye, Tom, and thank you for joining us today. And hopefully we will see you soon. Tom, keep in mind, let's get together and do some more stuff soon, because it's been a few weeks since we've actually done anything together. So let's do some, and maybe do some collaboration stuff, Tom. So, but have a good dinner, and we will see you soon. Yes, love oyster shots, the oyster liqueur. Yeah, I love oyster, but whoever mentioned that is right. Raw oysters is something that some people just do not like. My dad was an oyster bake, and he says one exploded on the grill like a grenade. Every time I have seen grilled oysters, or actually had grilled oysters, they've been open. So my cousin Larry, I had gone to the Gilroy Garlic Festival, and I brought fresh garlic back, and he had some oysters that he was going to put on the grill. So he shut them, left them open. What did he put on it? He put the garlic. He put, I think it's Parmesan cheese and something else that he put on top of that. And he just put it on the grill. And those were absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Let's see. No ground coriander. Coriander keeps showing up in Indian food recipes. Yeah, but it's been so long since I've actually had, coriander, just like tasting the coriander, that I forgot what it tastes like. So I'll have to revisit that. You don't want that flavor. It could have been Cuban oregano. It could very well be. Like down here in South America, they're just going to say it's, whatever. The names aren't going to be the same. So I'm gonna have to check that out, because it could very well be oregano, and I miss oregano. Is that like Colombian baking powder, or like are you talking about like Colombian marching powder, which is a little bit different? And no, I haven't had that. I've had the leaves, but not the powder. Well, not in decades. Let's put it that way. All right, so everybody's getting friendly and everything. Yeah, the dulce de leche, thumbs way up. And the question was, it seemed like so long ago, because it was so long ago. The question was, from where did alfajores originate? Let's see. That was a long time ago. Where is that? Did anyone even answer that? Yes, Janice Yamanaka said Spain, and it looks like nobody else guessed. They did. They originated in Spain. Argentinian. How do you say that? I don't know. The Argentinian alfajores are really popular. It's a big thing in Argentina. A lot of the Spanish-speaking South American countries do alfajores, but Argentina is known for them. All right, let's move on. That was like we're almost an hour in, and we've done one snack. This because Val got to yapping. We did one snack. So, hey, you framed that? Yes, there. Yes, the. I have to edit that episode too. We went to the Fluff Fest in Somerville, Massachusetts. I have to edit that one. You can't. Maybe you can see. Jules, can you see the one next to it? This one? You see what that is? You know what that one is, Jules? And then there's obviously the light up Trippy Food sign. Let me move that back. I think that's where we were. We're there, somewhere in there. We enjoy the yapping. Well, that's what we do, right? We talk. That's why we're here. So, but yeah, sometimes we run a little late. Argentinian. That's how you say that? Okay. Matt is starting a 10-hour stream. Well, he never shows up here, does he? Well, maybe we'll visit afterwards or something. So that means that don't go running off to Matt's stream, because he's going to be there for another 10 hours. So you can stay here for another hour and some change. Have to fly down and see. Yeah. All right. I'll leave it up to you. All right. So our next one is a candy as well. Like I said, I thought we would do the sweet stuff up front. Not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I recognize when it's good. All right. So this is Jet is the candy, and this one is Dubai style pistachio Jet. So Jet is an iconic Colombian milk chocolate bar manufactured by Nutressa, and Nutressa has been manufacturing Jet since 1961. Grupo Nutressa was founded in Medellin, Colombia, as Compañía Nacional de Chocolates in 1920 by Ricardo Olano, Gabriel Posada, and Rafael de Corral. So this is, you see the Jet candy bars all over the place, but this one is Dubai style pistachio. I'm gonna try this. So as long as we're talking about Dubai, what is the distinction of Dubai's Burj Khalifa? Again, what is the distinction of Dubai's Burj Khalifa? He knows I abandoned him for your streams. Oh, okay. All right. But he never comes down here. We would like to see Matt. Matt should show up sometime for one of our live streams. That'd be fun. Maybe we should actually get Matt on one of our live streams. Maybe we could do that. That would be fun. Not to make sure it's on a day when he's not normally live streaming. Picris is in the room. Welcome, Picris. Glad you could make it. Welcome back. I can almost remember the funny faces. Is that your guess, Jules? Is that your final answer? All right, here we go. Dubai chocolate or Dubai style pistachio flavored. This is milk chocolate. Hopefully it's not like, that's kind of, look at that. I don't know what it has to do with Jed. Let's break one of those open. You can see the pistachio creeping out there. Let's see. We can get focus on that. We can focus on that, but then it won't focus on me. It smells like milk chocolate. Jet, I can almost remember the funny faces. Oh, okay. I get it now. There's little crunchy bits in there. But it doesn't taste like, I mean, the crunchy bits aren't like pistachio. There's like something crunchy in there. It's a nice milk chocolate. It's not like a pukey Hershey's milk chocolate. It seems it's really stuffed with a lot of pistachio cream. So there's a decent amount of pistachio cream in there. Like some of them we've tried. Like Janice, you and I did a Dubai chocolate. I don't remember which one it was. You probably remember when we were at Farmers Market, LA's Farmers Market. We did a pistachio chocolate that just had the really, really, really thin thing of pistachio inside it. Do you remember which one that was, Janice? Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, not your pukey Hershey's chocolate, although pukey Hershey's chocolate might be going by the wayside because the Reese's, who is owned by Hershey's now, I think it was the grandson of the person who invented the Reese's cup, was said that they dishonored his grandfather's memory because there was something about not even using real chocolate or something along those lines, and was really disappointed with how they dishonored their grandfather's legacy. And they heard them apparently and said, okay, we're going to go back to making chocolate the way we used to make chocolate, at least for the Reese's cup. So we'll see about that. Maybe the Reese's cups moving forward won't have that pukey Hershey's chocolate flavor that they do. Maybe it's crunchy frog. You mean you don't take the bones out? Well, if we took the bones out, it wouldn't be crunchy, would it? Spring surprise. I love that. I love that skit. All right. Yeah, I'm going to give that, our golden thumb. I'm going to give that a big thumbs up. All right. So the question was, what is the distinction of Dubai's Burj Khalifa? Let's see. I have to scroll up a little bit to see the guesses here. Julie said, isn't it the tallest building? Eli said, it's named after a famous lady. It might be. Oh, yeah. Okay. Isan said tallest building. Janice said world's tallest building. Yeah, you're all right. It is the world's tallest building is in Dubai and is the Burj Khalifa. On my bucket list. But I don't know that I want to make a special trip out to Dubai just to go up to the world's largest building. If I find myself in Dubai, because what is Dubai famous for? Yeah, okay. Dubai chocolate. But what are they famous? What dishes are unique to Dubai? What things do they have in Dubai that are iconic that are a must see? I'm trying to remember if it was Dubai or maybe it was somewhere in Japan where they had this indoor ocean with waves and everything. I don't remember if that was in Dubai or that was someplace in Japan. That would be interesting. But again, to fly all the way to Dubai, which is a very expensive place to go, just to go up to the world's tallest building and eat Dubai chocolate, almost doesn't seem worth it. So you have to find other things to do. Well, I'm no stranger to finding other things to do with Wiz Khalifa. That's right. Oh, thank you. So Janice posted we did that episode on your channel, right, Janice? Or did we do it on my channel? I don't remember. I thought it was on your channel, but Lint Dubai style chocolate. Janice posted the link for that, so you can check that out of us trying Dubai chocolate, which had a very, very thin ribbon of Dubai chocolate. They're famous for gold dishes. They have gold bar ATMs. Oh, okay. Better get a bucket. We did, yeah, that's what I thought, Janice. So that link is for Janice's channel where she and I reviewed Lindt Dubai style chocolate. So check that out when you get a chance, please. Wait, here's my package with the alfajor. Oh, it's hiding on the cutting board. Let's just move these over here. I might be needing that cutting board later. I have a place to put the crumbs. All over my cutting board. Where am I going to put that? I don't have. I'm going to put it in a napkin. I don't want to put it in the trash because my trash barrel has holes, like not holes, but can I get it? What would you call that? Not holes, but so if I put that in there, it's all going to come through the side. So let me put it on this napkin for now, because I know that I'm going to need this cutting board or something else. Maybe more than one something else. All right, and let's just. Well, this I can put the napkin in the trash. There we go. That's how we do it. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. Put it in your goop bowl. No, we're gonna put the big one in the goop bowl. All right. What's next? How are we doing on time? We're doing terrible on time. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, back into the grab bag. Let's see. There's these guys. Okay, so these are, the company is Achiras Giganteñas. Achiras Giganteñas Pan de Arroz Crocante. So crocante is crunchy. Pan de Arroz is rice bread. There's so much going on here. So I think these are achiras, and achiras are little, they're like little crackers. They're made with a very, very specific type of flour. So, but achira is also a place in Colombia where a lot of that, the plant they grow for that flour comes from. So Achiras Giganteñas was founded in 2014 by Jose Alberto Ramirez in Bogota, Colombia. So these are De Gigante, Huila para el Mundo. Huila is a town where they make these. Hecho in Colombia. If I did not mention this before, everything that we're doing on any live stream is from Colombia unless we specify otherwise. And there's a couple today that are not from Colombia, so I will specify that. Excess and saturated fats, so that's fun. All right, I guess we're just gonna dig in and try these. Now there's a little picture of like a little stork thing here. I don't think they're made with that. I think they're made with achira flour. And so the question about achira flour, it's not wheat, it's not oat, it's not, it's achira, it's a very specific thing. So from what type of flour are achiras, these little crackers, from what type of flour are achiras made? And the easy answer is achira, and that would be correct, but we'll use some more specific stuff. Oh, they're little rings. It doesn't say roscas. Well, there's pictures of rings on the outside, and if I was paying attention, I would have noticed that. So again, from what type of flour are achiras made? Well, they are crunchy. Ooh, that's nice. That is a really unique flavor. No, you know what? It's not a unique flavor. I've had cookies that taste like this before. Not crackers, cookies. Well, these are crackers. It's got salt on them. It tastes, it's the salt. It's almost a texture of like, if you can imagine like a crunchy shortbread, that texture definitely doesn't have that flavor. It has a grain flavor to it. Are they loud, Jules? Are these loud? And definitely like a cereal, like a breakfast cereal. And then there's this kind of grittiness that it breaks down to that stays with you. I like those. Now, the thing is, they don't have a lot of flavor and they're kind of dry. So they're like the kind of things that they would put out at a bar to make you drink more. I like them though. I like the unique texture of those. And again, that flavor is almost like a cookie flavor, like shortbread or something else that I've tried. Yeah, those are good. I like those. Thumbs up. Now, again, I mean, you can't, like, they're small, they're tiny. You can't dip them in anything. I don't know what you would do to enhance the flavor, but you know, they're pretty good. There's people. Okay, Janice just answered. Isan says achira as people. I think he's confusing that with Soylent Green. Achira flour, the main ingredient is extracted from the achira plant, whose origin is in South America. Janice, you are correct. However, the achira plant has other names in English. So African arrowroot, even though it's not from Africa, African arrowroot, Indian shot, Cana, purple arrowroot, or Sierra Leone arrowroot. So it's an arrowroot plant. It is native to the Americas, and the flower comes from the rhizomes. So the rhizomes, if you think about, like, if you've ever seen how a potato grows, right? Potato is a rhizome because it's something that grows on the roots. It's not the roots themselves. It's something that grows on the roots. That's what a rhizome is. So the rhizome from this arrowroot plant is what they use to dry, grind down, and make the flour for these achiras, which are like really good. I don't know if there is a place in the U.S. where you can get achiras, but if you can, you should try them. This one has other flavors in it. So again, it says rice. What is it? Pan de arroz, which is a rice bread. So it does have other flavors in it and everything, but from a basic level, really good. I don't know if they make them in like larger things that you can dip or stuff like that. So we will see a We Go Trippy Food Brazil series. Well, we could if we could get Matt down here, but we can't get Matt down here. So if you guys can influence Matt when you're on, and those of you who don't know what I'm referring to when I say Matt, because not everybody knows about Matt. Matt is, I was going to say Matt is one of the people, but Matt is pretty much the channel, Reckless Eating. And over the years, we have done a lot of collaborations with Reckless Eating. And one of the collaborations that we do, or we used to do, is the We Go Maine show. And the We Go Maine show is like we would pick a city and we would go to that city. Sometimes it's just LA or San Francisco. We did Arizona. We've done stuff like that where we just go and we do a whole bunch of stuff. So what Eli's referring to is when we see a We Go Trippy Food Brazil series, well, it would be a Trippy Food Colombia series because Brazil, it's a hike from here. But we could do a We Go Trippy Food Colombia series. But the thing is it's very difficult to get Matt to come down here. Matt is worried. He's worried that he will stick out as like a sore thumb as a white American. Matt might stick out because of his height. So he might stick out from his height, but because of his height, he has that intimidation factor going for him. So people aren't going to give him crap, unless he's like one of those people that you get drunk somewhere and you go looking for trouble and you're going to find it. But that's the same in any place. But Matt is a big guy. And as such, people have a tendency not to mess with a big guy like that. Yeah, even if he's not like a violent person or anything, they're not going to mess with him just because he's a big guy. So I've been trying to get Matt to come down to Colombia. I think he would love it down here. I think it would be like really interesting for him and everything. Michelle, his girlfriend, wants to come down, but and I think one time she said like, "Well, I'm going," but it's a challenge to get Matt to come down here. But we're still trying. All right, so I answered the question, right? Yes, I did answer the question. Okay, so let's do another one. And I think, yes, one more, and then we're into our soft drink. Oh, we're not too far off. We're like 10 minutes off. We will be a little bit farther off after this, but that's okay. You know, if we run a little bit late to do Goop Mélange, you guys still down? You guys like down with hanging out for a little while while we do Goop Mélange? Getting that to go down there would require effort, which is allergic to. I honestly think he would like it down here. I think the challenge, like Julie's going to be coming down here in the summer, and I think the challenge, well, the summer's coming up. Tomorrow's June. Julie's coming down here, but I think the challenge with Julie is not getting her down here. I think the challenge with Julie is sending her back, because I don't think she's going to want to go back. It's okay with me. We have room for her, but you know, the girls will miss her, so we'll have to send them. I told him. Oh, just now on his live stream? That's funny. Well, he's not tattling. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything that Matt doesn't know or wouldn't want to hear. So you know, I wouldn't do it. I'm on YouTube, and yes, 16 of you are watching right now. I think, or 16 subscribers are watching right now. 16 people are watching right now, but. It would be ridiculous of me to think that, oh, you know what? Let's say this on YouTube, but don't tell Matt. Don't say anything to Matt. You know, it's on YouTube. Like people all over the world will hear it. Not a lot of them, but still people all over the world. Oops, lost my passport. Don't say that, Jules. Do not say that. No, I want to see Val in Rio with Caprina reviewing pizza. I don't mind, because I have that obsessive curiosity, and I have that travel bug, that wanderlust. I don't mind going to Brazil. I just like Rio for some reason, like just the amount of poverty and crime, just because Rio is the largest city in South America, and there's just so many people in such a small area that it's just like, you know, like I would love to see Christ the Redeemer. There's a few other things, or many other things, and Brazilian food is like amazing. But I just don't have this big thing about going to Rio, just because, like I said, the crime and the squalor and everything else. But you know, I never say never, so we'll see. 18 counting Fang and Kai. Oh, Kai, that's right. Kai is the bearded dragon. Matt would come down there in a flash if Uncle Moneybags Val would pay for it. No, he would not. If I paid for it, he would still. He has a reluctance to come down here, and it has nothing to do with the money. All right, so these are flips, chocolate flips. I think at one point they're a Colombian favorite, and I think at one point in time. If you went to KFC, they had that dessert, like the ice cream with these flips on top of them. I think they may have flips in the United States now. Have you guys seen flips in the United States? Different logo, but I think it's actually the same thing. These are chocolate flips, so they're stuffed with chocolate. Let's see, is it cereal expandito a base de arroz, corn flour, y avena, which is oatmeal. So it's corn and oat flour, con relleno, which is stuffed, sabor a chocolate. Sabor a chocolate or chocolate? Because, let's see, please tell me that it's real chocolate. I mean, there's no shortage of cacao down here, so I don't see why it would be artificially flavored. Let's see. No, I'm not seeing anything saying it's artificially flavored. All right, good for them. Nothing says artificially flavored. But just when they say the flavor of something, I get a little bit nervous. All right, so again, these are chocolate flips. There's a bunch of different types of flips. These are chocolate. I think these are new. They are excess in sugar and excess in saturated fats. So we're not going to eat the whole bag. These are from Con Grupo SAS. And Con Grupo SAS was founded in 1992 by Rafael Concha in Cota, Colombia. So Cota, Colombia is a city down here. What large city is in close proximity to Cota, Colombia? What large city is in very close proximity to Costa Colombia? To the point where it's considered a suburb. I don't think they use the word suburb down here, but it's essentially considered a suburb. They look like Crave cereal. Yeah, a little bit. The logo, kind of. But I think there are flips or some variation of flips in the United States. Thunder. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you hear that? Can you hear the thunder? Can you hear the thunder? It looks like breakfast cereal. Look at that. It looks like breakfast cereal. I wonder if you could eat that like breakfast cereal. I swear that looks like a breakfast cereal. Maybe it is Crave. Does Crave look like this? Does that look like Crave, Jules? Thunder or Meteor? Nah, Meteor is like a fast sound. Ooh, nice chocolate flavor. Let's break one of these open. I wonder if it is. I wonder if it's Crave and they just market it as flips down here. This is not a cereal. It is a snack. There's the inside. It might be. I have to check to see. Because again, this is from Grupo SAS. Let's see if they have like any kind of like American ties where I have to check that out. Huh. These are pretty good. They do taste like a breakfast cereal. Like I can see putting milk, not sugar on it because they're already sweet. As a matter of fact, because of the chocolate, because of the sweetness of it, I couldn't eat a lot of these. But it's a nice chocolate, nice crunchy. I like the mix of the oat and the, what was it? Oat and rice mixed together. That's nice. There's nothing offensive about that whatsoever. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. Again, really sweet. And so for me, I couldn't eat a lot of them because of the sweetness, but still nice flavor, like those. It says they are the same but different. So you were look. Oh, Dave Aiken, I missed Dave. Dave, you snuck into the room. I missed you. Welcome, Dave. Glad you could make it. Says they're the same but different. So if when you look it up, it says that it's the same product, like different manufacturers, and that flips taste more exotic. Oh, okay. But again, flips are not marketed as a cereal; they're marketed as a snack, whereas Crave are marketed as a cereal. So I don't know. I haven't tried. So Jules, have you had Crave cereal? If you have had Crave cereal, or you can get some Crave cereal, I don't know if they have like small package like that, but if you get some Crave cereal, we can compare them when you come down here. You can compare, and we'll see if there's a difference. I don't know what the ingredients in Crave are. I'm willing to bet it's not rice and oats, but but who knows? Crave should be marketed as a snack. Well, a lot of those, like what do they call that? Loaded. There's some cereals that they call loaded, and they're stuffed with stuff. They should be marketed as a snack because it's garbage. That's right. Now it's garbage. So the question was, what large city is in close proximity to Kota? Julie says Bogota. Janice Yamanaka says Bogota. I don't see any other guesses. It is in fact Bogota. It is good to have you back, Dave. Welcome. A sip for you. Our door is always open when it's open. All right. So that takes care of the first round of snacks. We're like 20 minutes off. Not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. I think that was 4 snacks. Let's see. Oops. 4 snacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 snacks. Okay. So we are now getting into soft drink territory. Now, this is POW. and this is Manzana Pao. This is manufactured by Jeronimo Martins, and Jeronimo Martins began operations in Colombia in 2012 under the. They're from someplace in Europe. I can't remember where they're from. But Jeronimo Martins is a European company, a very old European company from the 1800s. But they began operations in Colombia in 2012 under the name Tiendas Ara. So tiendas is stores and Ara is stores. So it's Ara stores. They're very much like Tiendas de Uno, like the discount store. The Ara they have meats, they have vegetables, they have, it's like a small, I don't know, I guess what you would consider a grocery store, but they also have like, kitchenwares and things like that. And yeah, they're popular in Colombia, but they started in Colombia in 2012. Jeronimo Martins under the name Tiendas Ara. Now, Tiendas Ara, A-R-A, are named after a type of bird. So what type of birds are from the Ara family? We did this before when we were doing Ara, and we mentioned this before, so it might just be a refresher for you. What type of birds are from the Ara family? So again, this is Manzana Pao. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is supposedly, I think that this is probably a competitor to Postobon, because Postobone's most popular flavor is Manzana. So we'll see, like, is this better, or is Postobon, the Manzana Postobon? We did Manzana Postobon before. One of their most popular flavors, besides Colombiana. And I mentioned these things so many times that it's probably familiar to you guys. Like the Colombiana is the, what do they call that? Champagne cola that they use for fajo. All right, let's try this. I mean, it's red. I guess like, apples are red, but the part of the apple that you eat, the inside are never red. So I don't know. Artificial flavors, artificial colors. Let's see. Sugar. That's good. Let's see, sodium. That's nutritional information. Where's the ingredients? Hecho en Colombia. Ingredients. Ooh, that is tiny. Carbonated water. Hang on a second. We can do this. We have the technology. We can make it better. All right, let me see if I can do this without spilling it. Okay, ingredients. Carbonated water. Ooh, that was a big one. I don't know, it's all fuzzy. I can't even read it. So I'm going to pretend that it's not artificially flavored, but we'll know here in a second. Oh, tastes like Jolly Rancher. It literally tastes like a Jolly Rancher, not like the green apple Jolly Rancher. It tastes like Jolly Rancher. I'm not liking that. Yeah, there's sugar in there. There's a lot of sugar in there. Let's see, does it have that warning on it? That excess azúcares? I don't see it. I don't know. It has almost like a delicious apple flavor, but it's really, really subdued. I think the Postobon is much, much better than this one. This one, it literally tastes like a fake apple Jolly Rancher flavor. Not crazy about it. I mean, it's not horrible and everything. If you like sweet stuff, you'll probably like it. I'm going to give that a thumbs in the middle. It does have a hint of apple taste, but it's not. It's the main taste here is sugar. Again, it tastes like candy. Tastes like Jolly Rancher. Yeah, not a big fan of that. All right, so let's do this. This is like the height of stupidity right now. So we have our Brewder Cafe or coffee flavored beer, which is really good, and I'm about to ruin it. All right. You notice how it turned it dark? Because that beer is so dark. Okay, so that takes the edge off the sweetness, that crazy candy sweetness. It's still there. It kills the apple taste. It kind of tastes like a codeine cough medicine, like, and I'm not talking about like a cherry flavored cough medicine. I'm talking about like the old school cough medicine. I don't know if you get like Robitussin. It tastes like Robitussin. And there's something burning. It can't be the alcohol in the beer because that never burns, but there's something kind of burns. It's not horrible. It's also not great. I'm gonna give that one a thumbs in the middle. No offending flavors, nothing really like amps up where it's like really disgusting or anything else like that. But also, nothing shines. So I'd go say thumbs in the middle on that one. All right. So the question was, what type of birds are from the Ara family? Let's see. Julie says macaw. Icehead says macaws. Let's see. Is that it? Julie and Icehand said macaw. Yeah, it is in fact macaw. Macaw, and if you don't know what a macaw is a type of, I think they call them parrots. I don't know if they're true parrots or not. They are native to South America. They come in all different. There's all different colors. Norwegian blue, beautiful plumage. If you've ever seen that the pet shop or the parrot sketch, Monty Python's parrot sketch, that the parrot in that sketch is a blue macaw. So that's what they look like. They do talk. They're very large birds, and very colorful birds. So beautiful plumage. He's pining for the fjords. I got to take my car to get the windshield replaced this week. Icy. Oh, that's right, Jules. Did you get snow where you are? But you said some places in New Hampshire they got snow today. It's May. Snow. It's the end of May. It's almost June. They got snow. So I don't know what's up with that. The plumage don't enter into it. He's stone dead. But my good man, when I got him home, I'd found the only reason he'd been sitting on the perch was because he'd been nailed to it. This is an ex-parrot. It was 41 degrees and 74 today. Yeah, go figure. All right, that's Manzana Pao. And we're now into the final stretch. We're going to go a little bit over, I think, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to need my cutting board for this, I think. We'll see. Roughly clean my knife. And we're going to do these, and these are arrivare, which means like arrive. Arrivare pimiento verde, which means green pepper. Pimiento verde relleno con queso. So it's green pepper stuffed with cheese. Now, this, I told you that not all the products are from Colombia. This one is a product of Poland. And this is also from Jeronimo Martins. So we mentioned Jeronimo Martins operates under the name Tiendas Ara. So the Ara stores they get all their stuff from Jeronimo Martins, and this is one of the products. So again, this is a product of Poland. I don't know. It doesn't say what kind of cheese they're stuffed with, and it doesn't say what kind of peppers they are. So I don't know if it's a spicy pepper or just like a little tiny bell pepper, but it's a green pepper stuffed with cheese. And we're going to give it a try, and we're going to try to find out. Now, there are some cheeses that are specific to Poland and are popular in Poland. So my question to you is, what is the most popular cheese in Poland? What is the most popular cheese in Poland? So I am going to get the cutting board for this. I think I'm going to use the other side so it doesn't taste like an alfajor. Jules, we don't know what this tastes like yet. So before you give me one of these, let's see what they taste like first. We got some on Market Basket. Did we get stuffed green peppers at Market Basket? These might suck too. Who knows? It's very dark for like 4:30. It doesn't get dark here till 6 p.m. Oh, there's a little one. Let's do the little one. Then we can do that whole. And it's dripping with some kind of oil. Olive oil, maybe? Let's see. Does it mention? Does it say? Watch me turn this on its side and spill it all over my lap. It's going to happen. Let's see. Ingredients. I don't know what kind of oil that is. It's not olive. And it just says queso. All right, so it just says queso and it just says peppers. It doesn't say what kind. So we're going to try this. This is small enough, we'll just eat the whole thing. We're going to eat the baby before it has a chance to make a life of itself. Very oily, like the oil that it's packed in. Oh, it does have a little bit of a kick to it, but only slightly. It's not as bland as, and I say bland, I mean not spicy, as bell pepper, but it doesn't have like it has a heat that builds. It's not even as hot as the jalapeno, but it does have some heat to it. There's a weird, almost chemical flavor to that. And the cheese is like a cream cheese. So I don't know if that pepper, if there's something in that pepper that has that kind of chemical taste to it. It's the only thing that's off-putting in that. Otherwise, it's really good. The oil, it's kind of like oily, but the pepper's decent, nice like cream cheese kind of flavor in there. The only thing that takes away from it is like there's this slight chemical taste in there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. So I'm going to say thumbs up, trending downward. So trending downward just because of that kind of slight chemical taste. Other than that, it's pretty good. I'm not sure what kind of pepper that is because, like I said, it's not as hot as a jalapeno. Right? I'm trying to think of like anything kind of pepper that has heat, has capsaicin heat that's less than a jalapeno. Like maybe one of the cherry peppers, those hot cherry peppers. But yeah, still nice. Just like I said, that slight chemical taste is kind of off-putting. So I'm going to say thumbs up, trending downward. Sounds like it's raining. Is it? It is raining. It's raining. I'm not going out to play later. All right. So thumbs up on that one. So our question was, what is most popular cheese in Poland? Let's see. Did anyone guess? Oh, yes, Janice did. She said twaróg, farmer's cheese or quark. Julie said Polish cheese. That's not wrong. Their most popular cheese is Cat's got my good man. Cheddar is the single most popular cheese in the world. Not around here, it's not. Yeah, I had, and you could be right, Janice, but I had Ostypek. Ostypek is a smoked cheese made of salted sheep's milk that's really, really popular in Poland. So I got that as the most popular cheese in Poland, but it could be who you ask. So that twaróg, farmer's cheese, could be correct as well. So, there's no points, and, we don't send the papers marked to your parents to say, I'm afraid that little Janice just did not get the questions right in the test today. All righty. Yeah, good. I like that one. I didn't have to cut it, but I'm going to for the Goop Mélange, I think. All right, what's next? Oh, these. I'm really interested in these. These are interesting. You don't see these a lot, or I don't see these a lot. Maybe you guys do. I'm not talking about the brand or anything. I'm talking about the type of chips. So these are from Del Campo, and these are Del Campo Recetas Ancestrales. Del Campo Recetas Ancestrales, which is ancient recipe. And these are mayonesa chipotle chips. So chipotle mayonnaise chips, which sounds really interesting. Have you guys seen like any like Lay's or any kind of like American companies that make a chipotle mayonnaise flavor? I've never seen that. Obviously, this is a product of Colombia because there's a little Colombian flag. So again, these are from Del Campo Snacks. Del Campo Snacks, or Snacks de Colombia, was founded in 2017 by cousins Jairo and Jorge Quiroz in Mosquera, Colombia. So again, it's Chipotle mayonnaise. We'll see what these taste like. But the question is, from where does mayonnaise originate? Where does mayonnaise originate? They are. There's. Look at the sweet couple. They love each other. Maybe they didn't eat this. We'll see. I just finished eating Outback Steakhouse. The entire Outback Steakhouse. Stone and metal and glass. Eating at. What did you have, Sonic? And welcome, Sonic. I brought scissors. I know I did. And I need them right now because this bag was not open. I thought I brought scissors. Where are you hiding, scissors? Oh, well, we'll use the knife. You went to Shake Shack for lunch? Do you like Shake Shack, Jules? I like their fries. Their curly fries. Those are pretty good. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence on their burgers. They're okay, but I think they're like really high priced for being an okay burger. But that's just me. And it could be the difference of what Shake Shack you ate. So I think on when Matt did the We Go Main show in Vegas, the next day after Tipsy Dow, we went to a Shake Shack, and I got something named after a hockey thing, a burger that was really, really good. But like it's just kind of the regular sauce they put on there on the burgers when you just got a regular burger there. I'm not really a big fan of. I don't smell Chipotle or mayonnaise. Whereas, they have on an assembly row. How was it though, Jules? I mean, they're okay. Yeah. Is Wahlburger still around, Jules? There was one in Beverly. I think it was Beverly Hills or West Hollywood. I can't remember which, but. On Sunset Boulevard, there was a Wahlburgers, and it was popular for a while, but I haven't really heard much about them. Oh, Habit Burger. Yeah, absolutely. So when I was up with Julie in Massachusetts, there was a Habit Burger in, where was that, Wilmington, Jules? The Habit Burger up there? Habit Burger started in Santa Barbara. In California, Southern California, started in Santa Barbara. And so all around the whole LA area, they have the Habit Burger. Habit Burger is one of my favorite fast food burgers. It is a little bit more pricey than like say McDonald's or Burger King or In-N-Out. But it is my favorite burger. And Janice, you go to a Habit Burger a lot, don't you, Janice? But Habit Burger, I love Habit Burger. There was a Wahlburgers booth at LA County Fair. Okay, so I guess they're still around. After the mom passed. After my mom passed. Yeah. But I'm trying to remember where that was. Was it Wilmington? Do you remember? Oh, Andover. Okay. Andover. I'm sorry. Val, do you like your meats well done? I'm going to pretend you didn't ask that. No, I like my meats rare to medium rare. It depends on if I trust where the source is. If I trust where the source is, I'll eat it rare. If I'm getting it from my friend Anshu, I'll eat it raw. But most of the other times, I'll get it medium rare. If they tell me they can't cook it medium rare, I know that they don't trust their sources, and so I get it medium. But I don't like it any farther south than medium. My preference is medium rare, and like I said, if it's something unique that I'm trying for the first time, I'm going to go with rare. Like if it's like kudu, or eland or something like that, I'm going to eat it rare because I want to get the flavor of that meat. And so what happens is when you're cooking meat, you start at rare, which has the highest risk of foodborne illness, and then go to well done, which has the highest risk of carcinogens. So medium is kind of like the happy medium, but my preference because the more you cook it, the less flavor it has. And so my preference is, like I said, my preference is medium rare. If I trust the source, I'll go rare. And like I said, if it's from my friend Anshu and he knows his meats, I will go with rare. I mean, with raw. I'll eat it raw. I remember one time I was there, I think it was an A5 Wagyu, and he brought it out and he goes, how do you want to cook this? And I'm like, do we have to? And he goes, no, we don't have to cook this. We'll just eat it sashimi style. And he grated up some wasabi and we ate it like that. So, you have to really trust the source if you're going to eat it like that. But again, my preference is medium rare to rare, depending on the source. Oh, most of the Wahlburgers closed after their mom passed or some crap. Oh, okay. But Janice says there was one at the LA County Fair this year, so that's kind of weird. The Santa Barbara Char Burger, yeah, with the jalapenos on it. Sonic, there's no topping that. That's heaven on earth. Yeah, like people talk about In-N-Out's the best burger in Southern California. It's like, no, it's not. No, Habit Burger. Habit Burger is more expensive though, And so, as far as a cheap burger, In-N-Out's pretty good. The burger's pretty good. They used to be cheaper than McDonald's. Now they're about par. They're about par for McDonald's. But McDonald's hamburgers are garbage. But In-N-Out's fries are garbage. So I'm just eating these things and I'm not even making any comment about them. These are really nice because they have the skin still on them. They're almost well done. They don't have that starchy potato-ness to it. Now the thing is, I'm not really getting a mayonnaise flavor. I am getting some of the chipotle, but I'm not really getting a mayonnaise flavor from here. Yeah, my only thing about well done, like if I go over to someone's house to eat and they're making meat and they cook it well done, I'll eat it. I'm at somebody's house and I respect their cooking when I'm at somebody's house. When I'm in a restaurant and they ask me how I want it, it's got to be medium rare. Because again, the more you cook it, when you get to well done, you lose half the flavor. So. Love prime rib with some fatty cow. Do you put horseradish on your prime rib, Sonic? Tommy's chili burgers are good. They're good at like 2 a.m. They're not great during the day. Like during the day when you're sober, they're not great, but they're not bad. They're not horrible. And I don't know if Sonic, have you ever eaten the chili from have you ever gone to Tommy's and just asked for a cup of the chili and eaten the chili? It is not designed for you to eat a cup of that. It's designed to go on a hamburger, or a hot dog, I suppose. It's designed to go on top of a hamburger or a hot dog, but it is not designed to eat it because if you eat it by itself, you're like, I don't think I like this. Some nice mid-rare chicken. Okay, like there's exceptions to that. Pork, you used to have to get it medium well or well done because there was the risk of trichinosis. You don't get that so much anymore. So you can eat rare or medium rare pork now without that risk so much. But it used to be a higher risk that you would get trichinosis, which is like a parasite from eating uncooked pork or undercooked pork. Not such a big thing anymore. Chicken is one of those things that if you don't cook chicken thoroughly, you run the risk of salmonella. Now the thing about chicken is, it depends on the cut of chicken. Like chicken, I just don't like chicken breast. Sometimes if it's brined, it's okay. But I find that no matter how you cook chicken breast, it's just dry. It's really kind of dry and chewy. So my favorite cut of chicken is the thighs. I love chicken thighs. Sometimes what I do is with my chicken thighs, not my chicken thighs. I probably do have chicken thighs. What I do with chicken thighs is I'll rub them with olive oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne, and then I'll put them in the oven about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And leave the skin on, of course. And oh my God, it's just so good. It is just so good. But yeah, not a big fan of the chicken breast. There are places in Japan that just poach the outside, but it's still raw inside. Again, It depends on the source. If you have chicken that are raised in a clean environment, then it's probably okay. But if you have chicken that are walking around in their own feces and everything, it's probably not okay. So again, Eli, we go back to the source. If you know the source, you know. All right, so these chips, these Chipotle mayonnaise, I wish it had more mayonnaise flavor. I love the Chipotle flavor. The Chipotle flavor comes through. I love the chips themselves. They're cooked perfectly. They're not greasy. They're not crunchy. They're not too crunchy. They're cooked just to the right level where they have that certain crunch and everything. Really, really nice. I'm going to give them, I would say, normally, because I think they need to bump up the mayonnaise taste, I would give them a thumbs up trending downward, but they're just so damn good that I'm just going to give them a thumbs up. So thumbs up on them. All right, our question was, from where does mayonnaise originate? And a lot of people say from the southwest of France, and it is not correct. Now I'm going to go way back to see if anybody guessed. It looks like Janice might have been the only one that guessed, and she said Mahon, the capital of Menorca, Spain. Yes, you are correct, Janice. Mahon is definitely the place where mayonnaise was first created. There's a person that they create that they attribute to, but they can't actually, clearly define that person was the originator of it. All right, so we're going to go back and we're going to do some. I don't think these are chips. All right, so let's go back into our grab bag. We got 2 left. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay on time. Might be a little late. If you guys don't mind hanging around. These are Nuevas, and these are Margarita. Anybody recognize that logo? I'm not talking about the Margarita logo. I'm just saying the logo in general. Anybody recognize that design, the design of that logo? So these are Margarita salsa de tomate francesitas. So as you can see, they don't look like chips. They call them francesitas. Now I think, I could be wrong, but I think that francesitas is kind of like small, like little French, right? So maybe like little French fries. Maybe they're supposed to be like little French fries. I'm thinking they're probably going to be like that kind of like airy quality. I don't know, like puffed or something like that. I'm not sure, but I think they're going with kind of a French fry style. I believe these are potato, but we'll check here in a second. So these are salsa de tomate francesitas. Now, does anybody know what salsa de tomate is? I know what it sounds like, and I thought the exact same thing. So I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think salsa de tomate is? Sal Manolo, that was one of the guys from The Sopranos. Hey, Sal Manolo, hey, get over here. There are places in Japan that just poach the outside, but it's still raw inside. Yeah, but again, Eli, we're talking about whether you trust the source or not. Yes, Lay's and Walker's. So Walker's is the British version of Lay's. Margarita is the Colombian version of Lay's. But it's still Lay. Well, now it's PepsiCo. It's not even Lay's anymore. It's just PepsiCo. Right, Jules. That was my initial thinking. I mean, it literally translates to tomato sauce, right? Salsa de tomate. I will show you what salsa de tomate is down here. This is salsa de tomate. Anybody see what it says in the little letters right there in English? Ketchup. Down here, this bag feels like there's air in it. That is not good. Wait, let's see. Expires March 16th. Oh, 2027. Okay. But it just feels like there's air in there. That's not a good thing. Salsa de tomate in Colombia is ketchup. I thought tomato sauce, but there we go. Now, you guys know ketchup is not my favorite condiment. There are some things that I will put it on. Usually I will put it on French fries, but I'll mix it with stuff. So I'll put like ketchup, A1, maybe a little bit of Tabasco and black pepper, kind of mix that all together, and I'll dip my French fries in that. But other than that, why is this showing like paella? It's showing like a bowl of paella. It complements paella. Why would it complement paella? Let's see. These are okay. The main ingredient is papas, which is potatoes. So it is potatoes, vegetable oil, sabor artificial de tomate, artificial. What do you say, Henrietta? Henrietta, the artificial chicken, everybody. Artificial tomato flavor. Why? Why? Why would you even do that? And then there's a bunch of other stuff. Corn. What is that? Hydrolyzed. I'm not sure what the actual English word for that is. I mean, it's something like hydrogenated. Maybe it's hydrogenated. Corn protein. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Why do you need to make artificial tomato flavor? I just don't get it. Now, this one we definitely opened from the bottom. I'm just glad they made a potato. These are. It smells like ketchup. It smells like ketchup. Okay, you guys tell me who does good tomato chips? Ketchup chips. Who is the best at ketchup chips? I'm looking for a brand. I'm looking for like a people. Who is the best at doing ketchup chips? And I give you a clue. It is not the United States. It smells like ketchup. So these are weird shapes. I don't get this shape at all. Look at this. It's not shaped like a French fry. It's not shaped like a chip. I don't know what that shape is. That's weird. Yes, Julie, Canada. Oh, I haven't had ketchup chips from the UK, Janice. Have you had them? Are they good? Humpty Dumpty's good. I have not had ketchup chips, Canadian ketchup chips that weren't outstanding. Okay. I was disappointed. I had to bring Henrietta in because of that artificial tomato flavor. But I got to tell you, it's close. It is close. Think of the kind of vinegar. Do I hear one of the pups? Is that one of the pups? It's Doodle. Doodle is here, everybody. Oh, both of them are here. All right, this is going to be challenging, but we can do this. All right. So it's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Doodle has decided to greet us, and let's bring Canelo up here as well. So here is Canelo. What would he be like? The Duke of Dogness. We have the Prince of Dogness and the Duke of Dogness, Canelo and Doodle together once again. The little princes. They are so adorable, aren't they? But the thing is like, look at Canelo next to Doodle, and you can tell how small Canelo is. I'm not body shaming you, Doodle. I'm not body shaming you, but you're bigger than he is. You're just much bigger than he is. Are you gonna say hi to everybody? They're out there. No, they're over there. I know you're probably trying to lick stuff off my face. But so for those of you who don't know, this is Doodle and this is Canelo. And he's named Canelo because of his color, because canela is cinnamon, and he's like cinnamon color. So, all right. So you guys are good. Doodle, you're getting a little bit impatient. Canelo, you would stay up here for a week if I let you. You're all tangled up here. What did you do? Look at you all tangled up here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is because you're being good boys, I'm going to give you guys a snack. You want a snack? I will give you a snack. Now just remember, this is it on the snacks. We're almost done. This is a new snack we've tried. They eat evolved food. Their food is evolved, and they make a snack which is like sort of like a jerky snack for them, and they like that. So, but they like the little crunchy biscuits. Let's see. That's kind of small. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this in half and give you each half because that's only fair. Okay. So there's one for you and one for you. See, Canelo's sticking around. I gave him a snack. He's sticking around. He's going to eat his snack. Doodle took off. Oh, Doodle's back. He's just wandering around over there. Doodle and Canelo, everybody. My daughter went on a student ambassador trip to the UK. They would serve ketchup chips and other chips to the kids. I got to try. I guess if I can find some. I wish I'd known that when I was in the UK last year. I would have tried those. Val, I think you went live by accident last night, and I saw you went on for 2 seconds. I did. You're absolutely right. So basically, I was creating the live stream, and instead of clicking save, I clicked on go live. So I was on for. You're right, for 2 seconds. I deleted the stream, but it's funny that you saw that. So, yeah, I was prepared to not like these, but unfortunately, I like them. I'm going to give them a thumbs up. Maybe not an enthusiastic thumbs up, but a thumbs up nonetheless. All right, you know what? They're both here. I only gave them half a snack. What did I do with them? I'm going to give them some more snack. You guys want another snack? You want another piece of snack? But I got to tell you guys, though, this is it. Now, the bag is empty now. So this is it. This is all I have. Okay. So you get the big piece. You get the little piece because you're a little dog. That's it. All done. No more. No más. No más snack. What's snack? What's the Spanish word for snack? I know this. I can't remember it. Pachanga Casino advertisement on YouTube. I have not seen that. Remember, it used to be Yamava or San Manuel Casino. I know which one it is, and I might have actually been there, but I've never seen their advertising. Let's see, did I miss anything? Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. Everybody's saying hi to the dogs. Everybody said hi, by the way. You guys going to stay there? I mean, I can't pick you up and finish the live stream, but you guys can stay there if you want. No, kind of pick you up a little bit at a time. Canelo and Doodle, everybody. All right. So I did not ask the question, did I? Because we were talking, I just got so busy, I started eating those chips. So they are, the original company was called Papas Margarita, and it was founded in Bogota, Colombia by Felix Asensio in the 1950s, but then the company was acquired by Frito-Lay in 2000, which is PepsiCo, so it's PepsiCo now. So the question is, or the question was, because of the name Margarita, who invented margarita pizza? Who invented margarita pizza? You guys want to take a stab at that? We'll go into the next one and we'll just leave that one hanging there. So who invented margarita pizza? Bocadillos. Bocadillos are, a bocadilla, like the Spanish word for bocadilla from Spain, is a sandwich. There's a particular sandwich called a bocadilla. But when things are sandwiched together, like the alfajor, technically, or the alfajor, technically would be a bocadillo. But when you get a bocadillo here in Colombia, what you usually get is you get guava paste with. Now get out of there. We don't go in there. You get guava paste with arequipe, which is the dulce de leche in between. We're really good. A lot of sugar because it's basically guava juice mixed with sugar until it solidifies. Sonic is guessing like a whole bunch of stuff. Or Sicily. Well, I was looking for a person. So the question was, who invented margarita pizza? It was created in 1889 by Neapolitan chef Rafael Esposito to honor Queen Margherita of Savoy. And he designed the pizza so that it had red, which was the tomato, white, which is the mozzarella, and green, which was the basil, because he wanted the colors of the Italian flag. Well, not the Italian flag, because I don't know if Italy was a country in 1889. It might have been a series of countries or anything. But basically, it was invented by Chef Rafael Esposito, who was cooking the pizza for Queen Margherita of Savoy and made it so that it had the colors of the Italian flag in it. That is in debate, Icehand. You are correct. So he had a full. So Icehand, why didn't you answer the question? If you watched the full episode of Tasting History, how come you didn't answer the question who invented margarita pizza? Yeah, I love Tasting History too. I try to watch it whenever I get a chance to. Did we lose Doodle? We lost Doodle, but Canelo's still here. Canelo, you want to come up? Because I can do this with you sitting on my lap. I can't do it with Doodle sitting. So, Canelo, everybody. Yeah, you can stay up here. And then when we start to mix stuff up, I don't know. I just got to keep you away from it. All righty then. We got one left. This one should be interesting. So this is from Javimar. And remember I said, unless I mention otherwise, their products of Colombia, this is a product of Spain. This is Javimar calamares pieces in American sauce. What the hell is American sauce? Calamares, trozos en salsa americana. Calamares pieces in salsa americana. Now I think that the calamares is squid, but when you look, they have different translations. So one calls it calamares, which I guess is in Spanish. In American or English, they say cuttlefish pieces. I don't think it's cuttlefish, but they say cuttlefish. Oh, ingredients, squid. But then they say cuttlefish. So I don't get it. But they say in American sauce. I think this is German. Tintenfish. And then what looks like Italian calamaro. So it is squid in salsa americana. So again, this is from Javimar, Alimentos Javimar. Alimentos Javimar was founded in 1987. I know, it sounds older, in Galicia, Spain. So again, they're calling it American sauce or salsa americana. And there's actually a French sauce called sauce américaine. What is the main ingredient of the French sauce américaine? He's licking the crumbs and stuff off my pants. Crazy dog. What is the main ingredient of the French sauce américaine? Julie, take it off. Oh, we're taking the girls to get stuff to work on for project due tomorrow. Love you all. Oh, you too, Jules. If you get a chance, call me later. I'll be around. I'm an hour earlier than you. Okay. Sometimes you just want crumbs. Yeah. I don't know if dogs are smart enough to figure out what they shouldn't eat. I think sometimes something will fall on the floor, they'll just jump on it and eat it, even if it's not good for them. And there's a lot of stuff that's not good for dogs. Grapes, although I understand it's the skin of the grapes are not good for dogs. Onion, garlic. I thought olives were not good for dogs. Apparently, they're actually good for dogs, and olive oil helps with their coat. Not their coat like they have a coat and pants, like their fur. Looks like a pack of Joe Camels. Yeah, it kind of does. Big ones. All right, here we go. I think we're just going to eat it. I'm not going to put it on a plate or anything. We're just going to eat it from the fork. My cat will take off with a French fry. Oh, the dogs love French fries. Yeah. No, you can't have that because I don't know what's in that. I don't know what's in that. You being a good boy? Huh? You being a good boy? Did we lose Doodle? Where's Doodle? Where did Doodle go? No, I can't give you this because I don't know what's in it. I could look at the ingredients, but this is all chopped up. I thought this was going to be solid, but it's not. It's kind of chopped up here. So that it literally is pieces. All right, here we go. It has a fish flavor. Now, I say that, I've had squid before. Oh my God. It has a funk. It definitely has an oceanic funk. And if you don't like that with fish, you're going to hate this. Now, from Canelo's standpoint, I'm sure he's smelling it and he's going like, is that for me? Do I get that? No, Eli, we're running very late. So you did not miss Goop. We're about to do it though. I like the texture of that because sometimes like squid, octopus, cuttlefish can be kind of chewy. That's kind of a nice flavor. The sauce is like if you've ever had sardines in tomato sauce, that's kind of like the flavor that you get there. It's just that it doesn't have that oceanic smell, but it has that oceanic smell in your mouth. If that makes any sense whatsoever. It's just kind of like that oceanic funk It comes in afterwards. I don't mind that, but I could see where it would be very off-putting to somebody. So I'm going to give that a thumbs up, trending downward slightly. And for me, that it's the trend. For me, it's fine. I think the trending downward would be like, I can see where somebody would think that this is very like fishy and oceany and not like it very much. But me, I like it. Val, you need a cat friend for your dog. No, I have two. They have each other. Doodle and Canelo are like best friends. They wrestle and they have fun and they take care of each other and they sleep together and everything. So no, we don't need a cat. We have two dogs that like really care about each other. So I think Doodle has met cats before and he's okay with cats. He's not like, he doesn't get weird around cats or anything. He does bark at them. So we were in a restaurant the other day that was an open restaurant. So it was like outdoors, but it was covered. And there was a cat walking along the wall and Doodles just started barking at it. The cat ran away. But I've seen him like be friendly with cats. And I'm like, don't be too friendly with that cat. He's going to claw you in the face. Canelo, I'm not so sure of because like we've only had Canelo maybe a couple months. We haven't had him that long. He might get along better with cats or anything, but you know, two dogs. You want Canelo?
Yeah.
Okay, call him. There he goes. Two dogs is enough to take care of, and like they have each other, and so we really don't need like a third pet for them. So yeah, thumbs up on that. So the question was, what is the main ingredients of French sauce américaine? I don't know that anybody answered that. They did not. So the main ingredient of French sauce américaine is crustacean shells. So they cook it with like lobster and crab shells. They cook it with onion, tomato, white wine, brandy, butter, fish stock, and cayenne pepper. That's the sauce américaine. It doesn't taste like that's what it's made of. That just tastes like a tomato sauce for some strange reason. But you know, okay, whatever. Well, thank you guys for hanging on this long. We're about 6 minutes after, but we can still do Goop Mélange if you guys are up for Goop Mélange. So let's get started on Goop Mélange. All right, so might as well start with what we just did, and let's put some of that calamari with American sauce in there. Gonna make it kind of soggy, I think, but you know, whatever. Goop, 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 goop. All right. These are the achiras. And achiras, it sounds like one of the Japanese kaijus. Look, it's Godzilla, and he's fighting Achira. I don't know if these will break. Oh, yeah, they do. They break. They crumble. They're nice. Always down to spend a Sunday with you. Well, freak, I am glad you do. I'm glad all of you do spend your Sunday with us. So I appreciate it, and I enjoy talking to you guys. And now our Colombian breakfast cereal, not a breakfast cereal, but you know, could be. Let's see. I think we'll go with like 4 of those because there's got chocolate in. We're putting chocolate and squid together. We must be crazy. All right, that kind of breaks up. We're good there. Let's see, our Jet Dubai chocolate. We have a few chocolate things here. What happened to our alfajor? Here we go. And alfajor is not like alpha male. That breaks apart nice. Yeah, we got a lot of sweet stuff here. Got my finger bowl to wash my fingers. Okay, our Del Campo Chipotle mayonnaise chips that are really good. Really like these. Okay, we got that. It's like all crumbly stuff that I'm having to wash my hands in between each one. I wash my hands of the whole affair. This is the Pontius Pilate Goop Mélange. All right, our salsa de tomato or ketchup francesitas, whatever that means. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Squid. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Alpha vowels. Alpha vowel. I was watching something the other day. I think it was what's the name? What's the name of that show? He ruins everything. What is his name? Adam. Adam ruins everything. And he was talking about the whole concept of alpha males, even like with animals, and saying that the whole thing is pretty much made up. That it was basically, I don't remember what time period it was, but there was a scientist who was studying wolves and said that there is an alpha who leads the pack of wolves, and that's where the whole concept of alpha males came up. And then later on, he went back to do more research. He wrote a book on it, and later on, he went to do more research on it, and he found that that he was wrong, and it wasn't really that there was an alpha male who led the pack. That the male that the people were following was one of the parents, and so it was just a parental thing that the child wolves just listened to the parent. The parent would lead, and the children would follow him. So he tried to disprove his own theory, but by that time it had caught on, and it was too late. So the whole concept of alpha male and even in animals and everything was kind of disproven. So I think it's like somebody who just has that attitude. Let's see, did I put those in? I put those in. What did I not put in? I did not put in the green peppers with the cheese. So the whole thing was the whole thing is just kind of like a misunderstanding, and the product of failed research, but it's stuck, and so people still believe in that whole alpha male thing. And I'm sure people are going that's just like a beta to say something like that. Now, beta is just I think beta is just kind of like a name that somebody made up. So you're not an alpha, you're behind an alpha, so you're a beta. I think it's something like that. Probably no scientific basis to that either. I think one of these cut up should be fine. That is really oily. Cats think we're big, dumb, hairless cats. Yeah, cats are funny because sometimes they want attention, and then you give them attention, and they go all right, I'm done. Leave me alone. Go away. I'm done with you. All right, here we go. Peppers. I'm going to eat the other part. Cesar Millan is like the dog whisperer, or what do they call it? Is it the dog whisperer? Well, the thing is, a lot of Cesar Millan's processes or theories are not far-fetched, right? I mean, he knows how to get a dog to do what he wants. But it's not necessarily based on alpha. He's not making himself an alpha. He just knows how to control a dog. It's just that terminology is kind of stuck. And so, he probably uses that terminology, but it's not really based on fact too much. Has anybody else heard that same thing? Like I said, I was watching the video, the Adam Ruins Everything, where he was talking about, alpha males and stuff like that. But, again, that could be wrong too. So has anybody else heard something like that or something similar to that? I don't know, for some reason, there's not as big a Goop Mélange as there typically is, but here we go. The Chex Mix from hell. That is one weird combination. All right. The primary flavor here is the pepper. The pepper is the primary flavor here. Hi, Canelo. Does Mom know you're in here? Yeah, that pepper dominates. Now, how it dominates squid is beyond me. There's a lot of chocolate in there. We got crunchy, salty things, but those are kind of like, they take a backseat as well. Now, I would think that the combination of the squid, the chocolate, mostly the squid and the chocolate would kind of clash, but they don't really. It's not totally unpleasant. It's not like amazing, but it's also not totally unpleasant. It's not bad. There's not a bad flavor in there. It's just an odd mixture of flavors. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, trending downwards slightly, just because there's a lot of weird flavors kind of mixed in there. Yeah. Oh, there he is. There's Canelo. Yeah, thumbs up, trending downward slightly. So another interesting take, another interesting picnic here that we had, and I'm glad you guys could join us for that. So I really appreciate it. I thank you all for your support. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of the bag. I thank you all for your support, especially over the years. Again, I mentioned at the beginning that we kind of like started going down in subscribers, but we've come up a little bit, and we're going like one at a time. So we're down a little bit, but in single digits. We just can't seem to hit a plateau. If you guys enjoy the live stream and enjoy the episodes and everything, and you have not subscribed yet, please do. It helps us out. If you feel that you want to leave comments, I will always answer your comments. We're not so big right now that I can't get to every comment and everything. So be sure you leave a comment, and we will answer your comments, and hit the like button if you so desire as well. And also support the other channels that we support. So Nashies, Janice Yamanaka, Tom, old guy in Colorado. Again, if you don't know who those channels are, if you go to our main YouTube page and you scroll down, go to featured channels, they're all in there. I think you will want to subscribe to every one of them because they're all great channels. So I really, really appreciate your support. And I love spending my Sundays with you. It doesn't have to be Sundays, but it could be any other day. But this is like the high point of my week when I get to interact with you guys. You are, I say this and it sounds like something that I'm just saying, but I actually mean this. I couldn't ask for a better community than you guys. I just love the interaction I have with you guys. We banned, in the entire time we've been doing live streaming, we've banned one person, and they were just a troll who came in. But you guys are amazing. I learned from you. Hope you learned from me. I have a lot of fun with you guys, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun with us. So really, really appreciate it. So another Sunday in the drawer. And again, appreciate your support and appreciate seeing you, each and every one of you guys, and glad you guys could make it. But when you get out there this week, just remember that it's crazy out there. So bring a poop sock. Please be careful. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.